Lies by pair wise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving that radiant grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose.
Boom, boom, boom. Yes, it is. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and yes, the truth is what you can see, and that's what we do here. We throw truth bombs out here on the Popular Hour and also on After the Storm. Our job is to educate you as much as possible on facts of life, on sports, mainly sports, and we look to do that every week. And then we try to expand our knowledge and your knowledge by adding different sports like basketball, football, soccer, baseball, softball. So we try to include a little bit of everything into our daily mix of shows. So that being said, hope everybody's having a nice day. Hope you have trying to stay cool because we played golf this morning. Myself, Drew Hinthorn, Mike McBride, and Gary Jones. We played this morning, and Drew and I were on teams and of HuskerDrewPicks.com, and we were up 4. We played at Trosper, so we had to tee off on 10 for some unknown reason, whatever. And then on 16, we both have, I don't know, probably 8-foot, 6-foot par putts, and we both did the same thing, missed it to the right. Downhill, should have made it. And we were up, 5 at that point. And they got 3 points on us. Then, of course, it's par 3. 17's a par 3. We parred that hole. Then 18, we both parred that hole. And so then we come back on number 1. Drew hits a great drive. I don't hit the drive. I don't even drive off 18, off number 1 because I'm on the phone trying to do our T-shirts, get our camp stuff done for next week from today. Then on 1, then Drew hits the second shot short of the green, and then his chip is not very good, and then I chip up on there, and our counterparts are all off the green. They're all jacked up, so they hit their fourth is, they've got probably a 30-foot birdie putt. Miss it. And so anyway, I'm chipping up. And my chip is perfect, and it comes up one hop and hits a divot on the green because some idiot did not fix their divot. Hits the divot and it's heading right to the hole. Chips off and sends off 20 feet past to the left of the hole. So I'm up there and I hit my ball, hit my putt, comes in, boom, right just lips out. A little too much speed on it. Let's get it straight. I put a little bit too much speed on it. But it was uphill, so I figured I could put some speed on it because if you play golf, uphill, you want to put a little force on it. And it just went downhill. Starting from that missed par putt to that, and then Drew it, of course. And McBride and Gary, let's go ahead and give them their credit. Those guys, they shot even par on the back 9, and McBride hits these unbelievable 2 birdie putts. Are you serious right now? Are you serious, Michael McBride? Seriously. So anyway, he gets his putts in and makes those, and they end up beating us today. But 4-shot lead going to corner. But, dude, it was one of those deals, man. We just, Drew and I just lost it. You know how it is. It's one bad thing. It starts going left, and then all of a sudden they're just recovering and hitting shots left and right. And Gary's hitting these miraculous chips from off the green to within 3 feet. Stupid stuff almost going in. It was insane. Anyway, great time playing with those 3 guys this morning, even though on our text chain I've had to listen to McBride's mouth. Gary has been good, but McBride and Drew are a lot alike. One wins, they talk trash, and then, of course, Matt Moyer and his hamstring quad is talking trash. Like, bro, you didn't even play. How you go? You didn't be quiet. You didn't play. So why are you even talking trash? But anyway, looking forward to seeing our guys today. Hopefully everybody will be on today. Uh, that's the thing I hate about playing golf during the week is that it's just, and I don't get a chance to play on the weekends because it's just too hot. But trying to come in and do the show, we were supposed to be in Rococo's today. I am wearing my Rococo hat, but we're supposed to be there today. But by the time I didn't get home until 12:45, so trying to get all the graphics done for the show today for you guys to do a decent show was just almost impossible to get everything done. But we tried to get as much done. I tried to get as much done as I possibly could for the show. So, but anyway, we're going to start out today with World Cup scores. Japan beat Costa Rica. Of course, Spain smashed Zambia. Spain is looking real. I mean, they're looking pretty good right now. I mean, they're scoring a bunch of goals, and they're looking really good. And of course, Japan beat Costa Rica, and of course, Japan upset us. Was that 2000? What was that? 2006. Let me see. 19. We won in 19. We won in 15. Lost in 11. So this had to be 6, I think it was, whatever it was, that we lost, which was ridiculous. We still should have beat them. Glad we changed coaches. Canada beat the Republic of Ireland 2-1. Netherlands and the USA play tonight. We'll be looking forward to that game. And, of course, we beat the Netherlands in the World Cup finals in 2019. So they will be looking for a little revenge. We will be looking to continue to let them know that we are the number one ranked team in the world. Because ironically, we have not lost since Germany beat us. I think it was like November 10th or something like that. So the USA women are on a roll right now in quest of doing something that no men or women's team has ever done, and that's win 3 straight World Cups. Nobody's ever done that. So the USA women looking to do that. And then, of course, will be their 5th world title, which will tie them with Brazil for Brazil's men's team for the most all-time wins at 5. So hopefully the women can do that. And then standings right now, the way it stands, we've had 2 groups that have played all the way through the 2 games. Of course, Australia and Nigeria yet to play, and they'll figure that out. But Switzerland and New Zealand both have played 2 games. Switzerland, New Zealand, Philippines, and Norway have all played 2 games. Right now, Switzerland has the lead 4-3, and they've got to play New Zealand in their next match. Philippines, Norway play again. Of course, Philippines, congratulations again to them getting their first ever World Cup victory over the home team, New Zealand. New Zealand they couldn't get anything good. They had shot on, I think, what did they have, 12 shots on goal or something, and Philippines only had 4, but they made the most of theirs and beat New Zealand. So anyway, New Zealand down 4-3, so that means they have to they've got to beat Switzerland, because if they tie and Philippines beats Norway, which I don't think that will happen. I think Norway will beat Philippines, but you never know. So New Zealand, they have to win in order to break up to get into the World Cup, and Switzerland does too, because that Philippines loss just really screwed them really, really bad. And of course, Canada, 4 points with 1 win and 1 draw. Australia with 1 win. They play again. They have to play Nigeria. And, of course, Nigeria, man, what a team that was. Of course, that was a great match between them and Canada, tying, of course, they coming to a draw. And then, of course, these 2 teams will play. So we'll see what's going to happen with Australia and Canada. Then, of course, in Group C, Japan 2-0, Spain 2-0. They both have 6 points. They're pretty much locked in to making it to the next round. And then, of course, in the USA's group, we have 3. The Netherlands have 3. So this is huge for both of us. The least that we need to be able to do is get a draw. That's the least that we need to be able to do, because we've already beaten Vietnam and we have Portugal left. But we need to beat the Netherlands, because you got to figure that Portugal will beat Vietnam, which will give them 3. And then we'll be sitting at 3. So we need to be able to win that match for sure. So hopefully that'll get done, even though the Netherlands beat Portugal. So anyway, huge match tonight, 8 o'clock. Hopefully everybody will be watching USA Women's Cup. And, of course, like I said, tonight, I think it's on Fox, not FS1. I think it's on Fox, because the other day I was looking for the soccer thing and saying it was on FS1 and it was actually on Fox, which is typical Fox Sports, Fox News anyway. To me, I'm not a fan of either one. So but we're not gonna get political on this show. We don't really do that. So, but anyway, I'm hoping that the women are going to win tonight. I will be watching. I don't know if I'm going to go to Cat's Tavern and sit and watch it. Take my fat boy and let him play around in the backyard and sit on the deck and watch it on TV, which I probably will do. Get a couple cigars and smoke. That's probably what I will do, and let fat boy come with me so he can enjoy himself and get him out of the house because he's just been locked up. It's been so hot. He hasn't really done a lot, and need to get my boy Ace out so he can run around a little bit more. So that now the next thing up for us is some Thunder news. I tell you what, this is pretty cool. 4 Thunder players have been picked in the top 125 in the NBA. That's pretty impressive. I mean, because you got to figure a few years ago we had 0, and now we have 4. So the way that the thing for the Thunder and the upside for the Thunder are great. Plus, they're looking at getting us a new facility, which to me is just a no-brainer. I want to thank Mayor Holt. Kudos to him and Sam Presti and the ownership of the Thunder for looking to add and put in a new arena because we definitely need one. And I thought, SGA being 13th, one of the top 15, I have no arguments. We talked about that the other day. About who was in the top 15 or not or whatever, whether Jason or Jaylen Brown was in the top 15. And SGA to be 13th, I thought that is a little low for him. I think he should be higher ranked than that. I don't know if I can think of 13 or 12 players better than him. But of course this is picked, I think, by players. So, but anyway, SGA is picked 13th. Josh Giddey 69th. J-Dub 81st, and then, of course, Lou Dort comes in there at the bottom at 112 out of 125, so at least he's not at the bottom. But I think that's a testament to Sam Presti, a testament to Coach D and how he's brought up these young guys, and he's really good at that. And like I said, the one thing about our coach is he's very good at bringing players up. The question is, now that they're there, can he take them to the next level? That is my big, huge question. Can he build players? Yes, he was a great G League coach, but this is the big leagues now. Can he take players that are there and developed, and can he take them to the next level? That is the $1 million question that I have, and I hope he can, but we shall see, because I'm not sure. But we shall see how that's going to turn out. Then I thought you guys would think this was interesting. They did a survey of basically 1,573 fans. Well, they did 1,600, but only 1,573 responded. And I thought this was interesting because what they did is they asked them, how many home games do you plan on attending? And I thought this was really an interesting question on how many. Now, I know that I probably are going to attend, there's 41 home games, and I'm probably going to go to 30-something, 32-ish, 32, 35, somewhere around there. There's some games that I'm not going to be able to attend, but for the most part, that's kind of what I'm in, the 30 to 41 range, which is the purple deal. And then, of course, the green, 20 to 29, which I have a lot of friends that I think are probably in that range. But myself and Mark Long, we're probably in the purple. I think Randy Wright is probably in the greenish, between green and purple. I think he's probably somewhere matched in between. I think he's either way, but I would think he's more green than purple. My guys, Greg Nafee and those guys, they're probably in the yellow to green. My girl Kat and Jeff Blything and Rod, Rod's probably definitely in the probably red to yellow. I think Kat's probably in the green, closer to the purple. So I'm just talking about my friends that I know that go to the game. So anyway, that's kind of where I see it. I thought 36% or 49% zero because they're not local. And I'm like, okay, well, why would you even? I don't understand why you'd even send out a survey whether they're going to. I mean, because if I didn't live in Oklahoma, I'm not coming either. If I'm not in Oklahoma City, if I'm living, in Hugo or somewhere like that, the chances of me coming to a game are slim to none because a lot of the games are during the week. Now on a weekend, maybe, but I thought this number is really skewed because of the simple fact. To me, if you're gonna send an responses out, send them to people who live in Oklahoma City. I mean, to me, if you're gonna do it, I'm really thirsty right now. But anyway, I'd like to get my guy Drew Henthorn's Husker Drew picks, Nathan Taylor and Ben Dillman when they get to come on the show, see what they really think. Are they in my same category as far as where they think people should be? Because I just look at this and I'm just going, I mean, when I first saw that, I saw, 0, and I was like, wait, what? Because I thought the 46% would be local. That's when I first looked at it. That's kind of what I thought it would be when I first saw it, and when it wasn't, I'm going, okay, that makes, I mean, it makes no sense. But on the other side of that, I can also understand if I don't live in Oklahoma City, I'm not. The chances of me coming to games are pretty slim as well. I don't think that I'm really going to be coming to that many games myself either. I mean, nothing against the Thunder, but it's just trying to drive and get there, especially if it's during the week. The chances of me coming to a game are pretty slim. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure a lot of you probably feel the exact same way, that the chances of you coming to a game are pretty much the same way. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against the Thunder or anything like that, but the chances of me coming if I don't live in Oklahoma City are far harder for me to come, because especially if you got kids, trying to get the kids to the game, trying to get everybody up, you're just going, man, I just don't have the time for that. You know what I mean? And there's nothing against people doing that. There's nothing against people saying I can't come. But, I mean, I hope you guys think of the same way I'm looking at this. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking this is a little strewed, because I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm trying to go. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really like the fact that they did that to people. I'm sure that I'm sure they have their reasoning for doing it, but I just not a fan. I mean, if you don't live in Oklahoma City, why are you even being why are you even being interviewed at all? If you don't live here, I don't really understand that one. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, or is it just me? Is that just me being weird, mad, I guess, or whatever? But I'm looking at that and I'm just going, man, I just don't know if I'm into that. But anyway, that being said, I'm really just excited about the fact that we have that many guys that that are that many guys that are in the top, or the players, or people feel that we have that many players in the top 125. I thought that goes to show how exciting that it is for the Thunder. And then when I look at it on top of that, I'm going, okay, why aren't more people coming to the games then? If that's the case, why aren't more people coming? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we've got this many guys that have a chance to really be good, then why aren't more people coming? I mean, because I think, like I said, I don't really like the way that that's set up. I think that we're going to have more people than that at the game, but it just goes to testament to how well Sam Presti's doing, how well the Thunder are doing, and what the Thunder are now trying to achieve. And I like everything that I'm seeing thus far from the Thunder, because, I'm pumped up about our team. I'm pumped up about what I see, and I just can't wait to see what the big three are going to be able to do. And then, like I said, when you add Chet in there, we shall see how well Chet does. I know everybody gets mad at me and says I'm a Chet hater. I'm really not a Chet hater. I'm just a Chet, not necessarily not lover, but I'm just more realistic to what I see from Chet. He doesn't really. I mean, I look at him. I'm going, okay. Well, I mean, I like him. I mean, he's nice. But am I gonna get all excited about him? No, I'm not. I'm like, dude, you're okay. I mean, I like him, and I'm just kind of going. I just don't. I'm not. I'm not going overboard. But if he's one of those greats, then why the hell isn't he in one of the top things? Oh well, one, he hasn't played, but I did see a deal where they had interviewed a lot of players. Who was it? What player was that? Trey Murphy, and said that he liked Chet over him because Chet was more of a dog than Wembanyama. And I'm like, okay, well, you're getting ready to play with Chet, so I don't really know if that's really a good. If you're really somebody that we can really test. I don't agree with that at all. But we shall see. I'd probably say the same thing if I'm getting ready to play with someone as well. I'd probably want to say, yeah, he's better than that guy because I'm getting ready to play for him, and I want no issues or drama or anything coming into the season. So that being said, we shall see. NBA, here are the NBA news. Here are the signings. Fred VanVleet to the Rockets. As we know, Bruce Brown leaving Denver, getting signed by the Pacers. Then, of course, Gabe Vincent leaving Miami to go to the Lakers. Now, there have been several other free agent signings and all that, but to me, these are the ones that really stand out as far as people that I really want to talk about. Fred VanVleet, I know that a lot of people feel like that Houston overpaid for him. I agree with that to some extent. Bruce Brown to the Pacers. The fact that the way he D's up, they definitely need some help. Just like Fred VanVleet, what's missing from Houston is they don't have a leader. They're loaded with talent, young talent, but they don't have a leader in the locker room. And then you got Bruce Brown, the same thing. They're needing a leader in the locker room. They got that bunch of young talent. And then gave Vincent to the Lakers to help ensure what they've already built there. So, to me, a big question is for the Thunder is, do we need leadership? Do we need a veteran in the locker room? And I just say right now, this is SGA's team. So I'm torn between adding a veteran to help with the locker room versus, if I add a veteran, I want to add a guy that's specific. I want a shooter. That's if I'm gonna add anything to this team, it's a shooter, because the thing is this: when you look at our roster and you look at what the Thunder have sitting there in front of them. Now, this is the huge thing. There's pressure on the Thunder now. There was no pressure last year. Okay, 23.5 wins, over and under. Zero pressure. Thunder outperformed or outperformed anybody's expectations except mine, because I predicted 40. So I want to say that now there's no surprising people. They're going to know what's coming at you, which is why yesterday when I was talking to Nathan, I was saying, to me, that's why it's so important. I don't want Josh to start looking to be passive and looking to pass to Chet. I don't want that, because, yeah, Chet wants to score, Chet wants his ego and all this, but my thing is this. If you look for him to be, you want him to be your star. If you're looking for Chet to be that, then you're going to lose a lot, because when Josh struggles when he passes the ball, looks to pass first, because everybody's looking for that. These guys are smart. They look at tape. But when Josh started looking to score, not pass, then that made him a total different player, because once he has the option to pass but chooses to score, then that puts a whole nother dynamic. Now all of a sudden, as a defender, you have to freeze, because you don't know what the hell he's going to do. Is he going to come at me? Is he going to pass the ball? What's he going to do? Whereas before, you knew he's going to come at you and pass it. You knew what he's going to do. He was passive. So I don't want that. And when Chet popped that up, that really bothered me that he said that, and it still does. But I want Josh to be aggressive, because now that the pressure is on, which the Thunder had zero pressure, now they've got pressure to win. They're not going to be sliding them. Nobody's not looking for them anymore. Same thing with the Sacramento Kings. They're not high. They're not slipping them, sliding up on anybody. Now, hey, we know you can play. Hey, we know you're there. And I see that we're joined by my guy, Nathan Taylor. What's up, Nate?
Not much, man. Cam Johnson.
Huh? Oh, no, we're not. We're not. Drew's not on. We're not talking about that right now. Drew is licking his wounds.
Add a shooter. Add a shooter.
Don't. Drew is licking his wounds right now from us playing golf this morning. So just leave him alone. Don't come in and start no mess. Okay? We're talking about the Thunder. Go ahead.
Who are you adding then? I mean, give me a guy. Who are you adding?
No. What I was saying is, no. My argument is, I don't know if I really want somebody right now. That's my saying. Because right now, I love our locker room, and SGA is the leader, unquestioned leader. Okay?
Sure.
So do you bring in a veteran, kind of what I was talking about Fred VanVleet coming in to Houston because they needed somebody. Gabe Vincent kind of helping with secure the backcourt, getting them a little bit more stability back there. That's what I was saying. And also Bruce Brown going to the Pacers to do more there. So that's what I was saying, okay? That's what I was talking about the Thunder. And
I'm going to go on the same kind of route as you, except for I want a second tier veteran. I want a number 3 option veteran, but I don't want a shooter. Obviously I want him to shoot, but I want a bigger guy. You know, like we were talking about, 4 or 5 months ago, Bam Adebayo kind of guy.
Yeah.
Somebody like that would be which I think Jay will. He's not going to be as good as Bam, but I think he has the potential to play that role.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I agree with you. I think that my thing with Jay Will is, I think you hit it. I think you hit it on the head by saying that Jay Will is our answer to. Oh my God, my mind just went blank. Big boy that we used to have. Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins and Steven Adams, to where that allows Chet to roam. So, and speaking of roaming, what's up, Drew? How you doing, man? You okay?
I'm all right, man. How are you? What's going on out there?
I told Nathan to be nice to you because you're licking your wound. We're licking your wounds a little bit today.
My back hurts.
We got some feedback, guys. Somewhere.
Drew, that's Drew. He always does that. But anyway, I think we need a shooter. I think defensively we're okay with bigs. I think the Thunder need a shooter. That's what I think. All I want you is to come off the bench and knock down threes. That's it. I don't want you.
He's on here.
Who? What?
He's on here. Can I say who I said to bring in?
No. Drew, he's saying we need to bring on Cam Johnson.
That'd be a great addition.
Oh my God. Yes. Anyways, no, seriously. But who would you bring on though if you brought in a veteran? I'm just torn whether we need one or not.
Oh, I don't know.
Go ahead, Drew. What?
No, I don't know. I'd have to sit down and look at the roster and really figure out after they play together for a while to figure out what you really needed. You don't want to upset the chemistry that they already have.
Yep. Oh, and that reminds me, guys. I put up this stat or this pie chart. The Thunder sent a questionnaire out, a survey out to 1,600 people. They got 1,537 responses. Okay. And 48% of them said that they're going to 0 games because they're not local. Why would you send a questionnaire, a survey to people who don't live in Oklahoma City?
That's stupid.
I don't. Do you not know where they live? Is that it? Or did you send out a random email to 1,600 people, a questionnaire? I don't. Can one of y'all help me with that?
No. No, I can't.
Drew, can you help me with that?
They sent. Tell me what they did again.
They sent 1,600. They sent 1,600 surveys asking them, how many home games do you plan to attend? And 48% said 0.
Wow.
And the reason why they said that is because I'm not local. So in other words, almost 800 people you sent the email to don't even live in Oklahoma City, but are Thunder fans. Does that screw? Okay, then they've got 0 to 9 is 36%, and then 10 to 19 is a little bit more, and then the green, which is 20-29, which I thought that's where Randy is, probably the 20-29, and then 30-41. So Randy is kind of on the balance. I think he's on the scale between 20-29 and 30-41 of games that he goes to.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I'm asking that, wouldn't you want to send? I mean, are they trying to find out if people actually travel to come to Oklahoma City to watch? Is that what that was?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, because to me, I'm
Yeah,
like,
I would think.
go ahead, Drew.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Nick.
I was going to say, I think that you'd want to combine that to at least the state of Oklahoma, maybe not even the metro area.
Well, you got to figure people from Tulsa, they come up to the games. That's for sure. I know that there's a couple people I know from Lawton that are season ticket holders, and they come up from Lawton almost every game. They don't miss a game because that's kind of like their couple, the kids are grown, and that's kind of like they come up here and spend the night and have fun. You know what I'm saying? And I can completely, because what is Lawton, Drew? About an hour and 30 minutes, if that?
Yeah, about an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, somewhere around that. So I could completely see coming up and doing that. But I'm going, you've got 46% of people who don't even live in Oklahoma City or in Oklahoma. How does that, I don't get that. I don't guess they got the results they were looking for. I mean, I don't know. Where do you think you land in, Nate? 0-9?
Yeah, probably 0-9.
So you're in the 36%. Drew, you're probably in the 10-19, don't you think? Or you're 0-9?
Hey, Matt, if it was my choice, I'd be in the 41. But I mean, that's
Well, I'm not going to every game, bro. I don't have any desire to really do that. There's games. There's certain teams I don't want to see.
Every single game.
There's certain teams I don't want to see, man. I don't want to see them. There's certain games.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I did watch every single minute of every single game.
Now I did watch every game. Now I will say that. Did I go to every game? No. Did I watch every game? Yes. I did do that because we had to do the show. Now, I don't, the After the Storm show I do. I really don't like, if there's a blowout, I don't really like doing the show after that because there's not enough for me. There's nothing for me to really talk about. We beat the crap out of them. I could talk for 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, oh, yeah, we did it. Let's move on. There's nothing to talk about. So I don't really like doing those games. I don't like when I go with Drew because Drew makes me drink. So I don't like going to those games.
I don't think you did that.
You about got to be half drunk to watch the Thunder.
Oh, wow. Really? Nate, are you going to let him get away with that, Nathan? I mean, before Drew, I could say that, but I mean, right now, I know back in the day when we had KD and Russell and Harden, Randy and I probably only went to 20, maybe 25 games, because I mean, most of the times go ahead.
I'm a glutton for punishment, man. I'll go to every single game, every single minute. I won't leave till the end.
No, I ain't doing all that, man. I ain't doing all that.
I just here's the thing, man. I guess you call me a super fan, whatever. That's fine. I don't care.
Well, Drew and I call you a super fan. There's no doubt about that. You are a super fan.
Here's the thing. I was a big baseball guy growing up, and I was a big NBA fan when I turned, when Jordan, because I wasn't that old when Jordan started. So I liked watching Jordan. But when Oklahoma City got their own team, man, I'd never lived in a city that had their own team. So I don't know, man. I went super geek on it real quick.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm gonna say this.
I mean, the tanking thing.
Go ahead.
The tanking thing made me even worse, to be honest with you, because I started not only watching the games and running the stats on the players, but I started watching the draft picks and watching the stats for the draft picks and the rankings and things like that.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Ooh, you nerded out big time. I guess that's why you're a banker. What about you, Drew?
No, I mean, I completely understand the infatuation. I mean, it's a huge deal to have an NBA.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Huge deal. So,
well, I'm gonna say
and
this.
see, Matt, I think
I was already a big NBA fan before the Thunder came here, so I'm not going to abandon the Lakers.
I'm not either. My deal is this: I'm a Laker fan, one, and I'm a Thunder Thunder 1A. So I'm a Thunder fan until they play the Lakers. And when they play the Lakers, I'm a Laker fan. And I tell people all day long, that's who I've been fans for 30 years. I'm not going to change just because the Thunder got a team. I'm not going to change. That's my team. Now, is my team the Thunder? Yes. But I'm a Laker fan 1, and I'm a Thunder fan 1A. I'm a Thunder fan until they play the Lakers. The other 30 teams, 29 teams, 28 teams, I'm all for it. But not when they play the Lakers. I'm not doing it. Drew is the same way. We wear our purple and gold. And I'm gonna tell
Guys,
you,
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't know, Drew. Did you play sports? And I just don't know. So
Yes.
Okay. So my problem, and I think I know why I'm such a geek, is because I wanted to always play sports and be good at sports, and I never could.
oh, okay.
So I have a little different perspective than you guys, I think, because you guys were able to, and obviously Matt, you were at a high level too. But I had to build. I could never get to that level, but I always loved sports. So that's probably why I am the way I am.
So that's why you geek out.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, am I wrong, Drew? Am I wrong, Drew?
No, I mean I don't necessarily think it's geeking out.
Dude,
I mean,
he's geeking. Did you not hear him? Did you not hear him talk about how he goes to stats? That's geeking. Are you kidding?
I'm good with it.
No, dude. When you start taking stats and man, I'm looking at no. I'm like no.
I'm also a numbers guy too. So that's where that comes from.
Well, we know you're a banker, so we get the whole numbers.
Yeah. Sure.
Hey, Drew, where was he at today when we needed him to bank to put our numbers together on those putts, on what was the breaking angle and what the percentages? We needed that today.
Yeah.
We needed that today. But I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, I need a heating pad. My back, Nathan, my back hurts so bad. I need
Really?
some biofreeze.
Are you serious? Are you serious, Drew?
I do a little shout out.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna go ahead and do a shout out. B customer, Mustang Chiropractic, Dr. Eric Crane down at Mustang.
Yeah.
Drew don't do Mustang. You know Drew don't do Mustang.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You don't do Mustang. You don't do Mustang. Come on now.
Yeah.
Hey, a Yukon Miller cannot go to a Mustang Bronco. Come on now. That's like me trying to go to...
I'm good.
Now, I will say this, Drew. I do get my hair cut by a Star Spencer Bobcat. And I have to hear it. Oh, man, I got to hear it. Oh, Lord, help me. I'm like, bro, let that go. Let that go. Y'all won. Okay, y'all beat us. All I know is I beat you more than you beat me. That's all I know. Now, yeah, y'all winning for the state title. Y'all beat us. Yes, you did. I can't really say that. But anyway, so in NBA news, hey, Drew, I was talking about the NBA news earlier. Fred Van Fleet to the Rockets. Talking about the free agent signings, and I think that they need somebody. They need a leader in that locker room, clearly, even though we all agree they paid way too much for him. But still, the market is what the market is. Overrated.
Yeah, I don't think he's overrated. He might be overpaid. He might be overpaid.
He's overpaid, not overrated. He's overpaid.
Yeah.
Okay, overpaid.
Now, that's fine.
I would agree with that.
Because I would say this, he kills the Thunder every time he sees us. He kills us. Every time he sees us, he kills the Thunder.
He won, Game 7 or 6. I don't remember which one it was. I think Game 6 of the 2019 Finals. Fourth quarter.
He reminds me a lot of Marcus Smart. I think they're a lot alike. They play a lot alike. Kind of that hard-nosed defensive guy, strong with the ball.
Van Fleet's a better offensive player than Marcus Smart, though.
Yes, he's more consistent. Yeah. Yes, I agree with that.
More consistent.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
A lot better shooting.
Yeah, so now
he's a better spot-up shooter than Smart.
Yep. Now
Smart's a better shot creator.
Yep. Now Drew did not give me Drew did not give me his updated rankings, his power rankings. Okay, so here are my power rankings. I've got the Bucks 1, the Suns 2, the Nuggets 3, the Celtics 4, the Miami Heat 5, the Kings 6, the Sixers 7, the Warriors 8, the Lakers 9, and the Thunder 10. That's my power rankings as of now, preseason.
To digest that, I think I'd probably have the Celtics a little higher. Probably have the Lakers a little high. I'd have the Lakers over the Warriors.
Yeah, I did at first, and I changed it because I just don't know what, with LeBron. I just don't like the dude. I don't know why, man. I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan, man.
Nobody does.
I'm just not. So I dropped him down because of that. Now, with the Celtics, my problem is I'm not sure how much the Marcus Smart leaving, like what you said, what you're talking about, I don't know how much that's going to hurt them. And the Nuggets,
Porzingis is going to help.
I'm not a fan of Porzingis. I think he's okay.
What's up, boys? Line change here.
What's up, B? Yeah, I just don't. I'm not that big of a fan of Porzingis. I think he's okay, but I mean, he did have a great year last year because he was healthy the whole year. And I think the last time he was healthy was his rookie year against when he played for the Knicks. Other
No,
than
you
that,
can't replace
How would
Marcus
you-
Smart. Can't replace him.
no.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
How
so
would you see Porzingis on the Thunder? Would you like Porzingis on the Thunder?
nope. I like the Thunder the way we are. Like I'm with Drew. If you give me anybody, give me somebody who's the Bam Adebayo or somebody like that. If you're gonna give me somebody, or you said that, Nathan, whatever, give me that person. Other than that, but I want a shooter. I want somebody who can shoot. Give me a guy. All I want you to do is come off the bench and shoot. And give me.
You said you didn't want to get a big time free agent. So are you wanting to see Presti trade those picks for future picks so we can replenish down the road if we need to?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind him doing what he's doing right now, pushing things back. Now,
Okay.
what I do think is interesting. I don't know if you guys had heard this, but the Miami Heat are looking at swapping with the Thunder and giving us their 2026 pick because we have their 2025th, and switching and get the 2026 unprotected pick because right now the 2025th is protected. So that frees them up to give up the 2024 pick.
If the 2025 pick doesn't convey, it is unprotected in 2026.
Well, no, what I'm saying is right now we have it, and that's what I'm saying. They're looking at doing that so Miami can trade for Dame. That frees that up for 2024. But the Thunder have to agree
stick
to
the
it.
stipulation in there, you want Tyler Hero too.
I don't want no Tyler Hero. We don't. What are we gonna do with him? I know Drew likes him. Drew likes him a
I
lot.
like Tyler. He can
I
go.
like him. Yeah, I like him too.
But I don't think Tyler would fit on this team. Do y'all really think he'd fit with the Thunder? I don't.
Well, it's another asset, though. I mean,
He can
you
shoot.
can trade it for something else.
Yeah, I mean, he could definitely shoot the basketball, and I definitely think that if we can just trade him out for just like one first rounder, I think that's probably a good deal. I mean, looking at some of our past, first round picks in the last couple years have not been pretty well, so I'll trade that for a Tyler Hero.
Yeah, he'd probably look good coming off Golden State's bench.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need all the help they can get right now. That's for sure.
And
Golden
that's
State.
even if you trade him for a first rounder, get rid of one. I mean, I'm sure there's some other teams that might trade for two right before the playoffs and stuff, right before trade deadline.
Yep.
I mean, especially if he's playing well.
Yep.
So he's a good trade asset. Like, you got good.
Yeah,
trade
but the
bait.
problem is
He's
nobody
good
wants him
for
now. But my thing is this: with with Portland, they don't really want to trade Dame. They really don't.
No, they said they're willing to wait months. So
They don't want to trade. And all you're doing is create dissension in the team and screwing you up. But that's the reason why they are the Portland Trailblazers. So that being said, we're going to transition to our sponsors. Thanking Collaborative Logic for keeping us up and running, keeping all my stuff together, doing my stream deck, getting that up so I can just push buttons. If you have any needs for any computers or software to be written, website design, they can do that. SRB, my guy Mark Long, they love to be behind the scenes to develop any sort of project that you might have for a building or a what are those places called where they do the where they have all the different businesses in, what they call I can't even think what they're called right now, Nathan.
strip mall.
Strip malls. Yeah, the strip malls. If you have one of that, they can do that. If you have a Oak Grove Trucking, if you have any needs, you can hook our boy Jose Fierro and his dump. He's got 5, Drew. So what is it? Dump.
Is it 4? And now he's got
dump.
5. He bought one yesterday.
I think no. He's got to deal with somebody that he's got a project. He's got a project he's got going, and he's got some guys that are working under him. So to add more trucks, that way he don't have to spend the money. Good deal. Greg and Max Navy, appreciate everything they do for us. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. Go ahead, Drew.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Drew. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank that makes things happen.
I screwed that lead up bad. Equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Don't get mad at me, Carla, for that, okay?
You're supposed to soft pitch it.
I know, bro. That
That
was terrible, bro. I know that's bad. That's because I'm still sweating from this morning. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. OK.com. But since they are a personal bank, you can go into any of their locations. The main bank at 401 Elm downtown, YMB East at 235 Yukon Parkway off 66 or 39th Expressway, YMB Mustang 218 Mustang Road, YMB Parkway on Garth Brooks just south of I-40 there, YMB Peoples at 6301 Northwest 63rd. And, of course, they are a sponsor for us to go out and support minority women and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. And if you have any construction needs, holler at our boy Drew. Hey, have y'all are y'all finishing up something, Drew, with the paint? Did y'all get that done?
Yeah, it's this heat, man. It's these guys just can't work that long outside during the day. I mean, they're pretty much done about 1:30, 2 o'clock. So be easy on your contractors. This heat's taking a toll on everybody.
Yeah, it is. So if you have any needs, you can contact our guy, DT Construction and Consulting, 405-209-4051, or hey, email them at dtconstruction2015 at outlook.com. DT Construction 2015 at Outlook. Now, do you prefer them call you or email you, Drew, or do you care?
Either way. I check my email all the time, and text, email, phone call. I'm always available.
Yep, and they are respectful, local, and loyal, which means, guess what? They answer the damn phone if you call them or return your text. He'll do that because he doesn't, everybody messes up. But, hey, if you have a problem, hey, call them up, and they will take care of that. Now, guys, at NFL news, hey, man, how about Justin Herbert? 5-year, 252. But, hey, he gets $100 million with his signing bonus and everything this year. Is what he's going to make.
Good for him.
$100 million this year. Is that crazy? Or excuse me, his first year of the contract. $100 million. That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, it's no Mbappe.
Yeah,
Mbappe, but it's a hell of a contract there. Hell of a contract.
And up next is Joe Burrow. What do y'all think he's going to do?
He's going to make more than that, probably.
Yeah, well, here's the list of the top 10 quarterbacks, guys. Justin Herbert, 52.5. Lamar at 52. Jalen Hurts at 51. Aaron Rodgers at 50.3. God damn, this is insane. Russell Wilson at 48.5. Kyler Murray at 46.1. Deshaun at 46. Mahomes at 45. Josh Allen at 43. Prescott, Daniel Jones, and Matt Stafford are all at 40. Do y'all have an issue with any of those? Drew?
Every one of them?
No. Drew, you have an issue?
Dak Prescott making $42 million. I'm the biggest Cowboy fan. Yeah, I didn't think we should have paid him that money.
Well, you should have paid him earlier, and you wouldn't have had to.
You should have paid him earlier. They'd have a little more.
Yeah, the injury messed it all up, though. That horrific injury messed that whole thing up.
But remember, in 2 years, Drew, they owe him $56 million.
Yeah, I mean, he had a bad injury. He's not a pocket passer, and now he can't run very well. So, I mean, we'll see. We've talked about this before. I think Nathan commented on it yesterday. Yeah, they are going to pay him $42 million and run the ball, more than they pass.
Yep.
That's exactly what they're going to do this year. Is he's going to? If they don't, they're not. I mean, they're going to be stuck in a rut again. Because he needs to be throwing the ball 28 to 30 times a game, and they need to be running the football.
Yeah, they do.
They're going to need some Zeke.
What about you, Ben? You got any problems with the list?
No, I mean, for the most part, I mean, some of these guys, Joe Burrow's going to reset the market again. I guarantee he's going to get at least 53, if not more than that.
He'll be at 53. They're going
he's
up.
He's had more success than Herbert. So, I mean, you kind of got to pay him more than that, which kind of stinks. Unless he takes a team-friendly deal, which I don't know if he's that kind of guy, but I could see him taking just a little. I could see him taking like 52.55, like something like that.
He'll take 53. They'll jump up $500,000.
Yeah, but just kind of stinks though because he wants to keep his guys paid too. So he does seem kind of like one of those Tom Brady-esque, like where he wants to keep the guys paid as well. And so I don't really know how that's going to work out. But I mean, on this list, I do agree with the Dak thing. But I mean, like I said, that injury I think messed up the whole thing. I think that kind of just threw everything, in limbo. Didn't really know what to do. Kyler, I don't think he's earned that much. I mean, he's great, and I know he reset the market whenever it was his turn. I don't like Russell. I think that's an overpayment, but that's only because hindsight is 20/20. I can see it now, but when they paid him, obviously you think you're getting something different. Yep. So those are the only kind of complaints. I don't think Lamar should have been paid 52. I don't think he's worth 52 compared to on this list. But I know that just it all has time and contracts and all that stuff. So I get it. I don't think he's worth the 52 though. I'd pay him 50, but I don't know if that extra $2 million, we'd get a nice long snapper in there, save a few plays.
Long
Well,
snapper.
I think the jury's still out on the Russell deal, because I think with Sean Payton in there, I think he may have a pretty good year this year.
That's going to change.
I agree.
Yep, that culture is going to change, and I love it.
Already has.
I like Sean Payton a lot. I don't really like Russell.
He won't have 7 parking spots and all that nonsense.
Hey, having an offense, he goes, what did he say, Drew? I'm unfamiliar with that. Is that what he said? Remember you and I were talking about what he said? I'm unfamiliar with that. We're talking about a guy having his own
never
office
heard
in
of
the
that
building.
before. That won't be happening.
Oh, is that what it was? I knew he had said.
Whatever.
What about you, Nathan? You have anything you don't like about this list?
Besides Dak Prescott.
Besides Dak Prescott, yes.
I think they're all overpaid, but you got to do what you got to do to get the quarterbacks. If you don't have a quarterback, you can't win.
That's true.
So,
the market provides that money for them. So.
Now, speaking of the Cowboys,
and I think Lamar's a little bit probably the most overpaid, although he has won an MVP. I just don't think his skills translate to winning a Super Bowl. But again, we'll see. He's young. But, Dak Prescott is definitely the most overpaid quarterback on that list.
I would think Daniel Jones is the most overpaid quarterback on that list. Daniel Jones,
I don't know. I still think Dak is.
No, I'm taking Dak over Daniel Jones any day, every day, all day.
Yeah, I'll take Dak over Kyler Murray right now, too.
Yeah,
Kyler Murray
Kyler's hurt, so I can't really – I don't know about that. But, okay, but then, Drew, speaking of the Cowboys, Trayvon Diggs, 5 years,
yep.
$97 million.
They needed to wrap him up. He's top 5 cornerback in the league, and he'll be a cornerstone of that defense along with Parsons and a couple of the other cats they got. So, I think they're going to lean heavy on their defense. They should have done that. Should have started doing that a long time ago, but I think it was a great signing. I think you got to lock him up and maybe go recruit his brother.
Well, what do y'all think about the timing of this after Zach Martin is doing what he's doing and they go, boom, here you go. Here you go, Trayvon.
Saying what's important.
Look, you already got the money. We've already paid you. We paid you top of the market. You were, $20 million above any other guy at that time. And, that was 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to sign the long-term contract. You know what I mean? You wanted security. We gave you security.
Yeah,
That's what
I think
happens.
he wants them to kick it down kick the can down the road, as they say.
They're not doing it.
He wants a big contract, bonus kind of deal, where he'll just sign a contract for the next 3 years and do kind of what Kelsey and Mahomes and all those guys have been doing.
Yeah, well,
I think that's what he wants, and they're not going to give it to him.
Right. Well, the thing with Mahomes is, do y'all think that he's upset right now because he's getting ready to be 9th? Josh Allen's getting ready to be 10th. Because
he's laughing all the way to the Super Bowl ring cabinet.
He's got 2 of them, yeah, and that's the whole thing is. But Mahomes makes $20 million off the field, so he understands that as long as he keeps winning, he's gonna keep making money off the field. So
there's a few fellas that do like to just win, and I think he might be one of them. And I think those guys are valuable.
Yeah, but he knew. I
think there's some guys that take some pay cuts. You'd argue that Aaron Rodgers could have probably taken a few pay cuts here and there to get some of these guys that he always complains about that got cut. He probably could have maybe got them, re-signed with some of that extra money. So there's a few guys like that, but I think Mahomes just wants to win.
I think he wants to win too, and I think Joe Burrow sees that, and Justin Herbert took the money. But you got to remember, their agents want them to win. It's just like Chris Jones. It's the same thing with him. He's looking to get paid. He's 29. He's his last bite at the apple, and the Chiefs aren't going to pay him what he wants. Not going to happen because how you got guys coming down the pike, if they pay him, they're not going to be able to pay the young guys that are coming up for their contracts. Nick Bolton, those guys, they're not going to do that. They'll do you like they did Tyreek. You'll notice the Chiefs, if they're like the Patriots, you start asking for too much money. If you go beyond what they want to pay, they ship you on. Hey, we'll figure it out. Now,
I think it depends on the market too, how big that city is, how big everything's going. So, little things like that, the Chiefs, how they could afford to do that 10-year deal with their ownership. Some of the, the Broncos,
the whole thing is this: you only have so much money.
Exactly, and there's only so much money you can spend.
And they can't go past what they can go past. But hey, Drew, who would you trade Chris Jones to if you're the Chiefs? Who would you trade him to?
Obviously somebody in the NFC.
Definitely in the NFC, not in the AFC.
Preferably somebody that doesn't have any chance at the Super Bowl. So the Redskins.
Hopefully, by the way, they're going to change the name, so we're happy about that. So they'll be changing the name, so that's a good thing. But what about you, Nathan? Who would you trade him to?
Yeah, I think I'm on the right line. Somewhere that does not, they don't have a chance. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the Saints.
And the Redskins, you might be able to pull some players from them. And you might be able to,
do they have anybody you want though, Drew? They don't have any. I mean, I want draft picks. I mean, like I don't really want their players.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're picks. I mean, they're going to have some high picks. So
Carolina, maybe. I don't know, somewhere over there.
Tampa Bay.
Some crappy team.
Tampa Bay. Somebody like
Tampa
that.
Bay.
Yep.
Somebody like that.
I like that as well.
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals. Wow. Okay, now breaking news, guys. These quarterbacks have turned down the Netflix series. Jalen Hurts, Tua, Justin Fields, Sam Howell, and Matthew Stafford. Ben, feelings? What do you think, Ben?
Sam Howell is he even a quarterback?
He's for the Redskins, the Commanders.
I know. He scratch him off the list.
But remember, he would be he's that third tier. And I'm thinking that these guys are.
He's not as good as Mariota.
Well, what I'm saying is, you got to look at it. These guys are turning it down. Why are you turning it down? Jalen Hurts, you're turning it down because you're not going to be the number one guy. Clearly, Justin Fields.
Hold on a second. Doesn't that fit Hurts' mentality though?
He doesn't. That's just him. He's not a glory.
He's not a me first guy. He's a team first guy.
Well, neither is Mahomes, and neither is none of those guys. None of those three guys are there.
Mahomes likes the spotlight a little bit more than Hurts does, though.
Well, but then
Kirk
Cousins.
I think the money show would be Josh Allen, Dak, and Baker.
Yep.
Put those three on there.
Or Joe Burrow, Dak, and them. Yeah. I agree. But I think, Jalen Hurts, but Justin Fields, you're an idiot. That's why you don't want to be on there. You don't want all your shortcomings to be out there in front of everybody, being the last guy showing up, one of the last guys walking in the meeting room, not doing your study. That's why you don't want to be on there.
I like Justin Fields, too. I think he's got a chance to be a decent quarterback. The Bears just suck.
Yeah, but like Kyler.
They do. They're just terrible.
Yeah, but
I mean,
go ahead, man. Go ahead, Drew.
I can't even name 4 players that played for the Bears.
Chase Claypool, Justin Fields. That's 2.
I mean,
Dick Butkus still on there?
No, Dick Butkus.
Yeah, that's what I was actually going to
say.
William Refrigerator Perry? No.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know what you guys' opinion, but he's got a pretty good skill set. He can run. He's got a good arm. I mean, he's a little short. He kind of runs that Kyler Murray syndrome because he's a little short. But I mean, he just has no help.
No, well, he says he's the 5th ranked best running quarterback in the history. Shut up. No, you're not.
Whoa.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. Yeah, he did. He did say that.
Maybe fifth right now.
No, he said they asked him who are your top 5 running backs of all time, and he put himself last. Yeah, he put himself last. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? Why don't you win some games first and then try to talk about that? I'm like
confidence, but come on.
Oh, that's what I said. Come on, dude. Come on, guys. Now,
yeah, I think Tua probably didn't do it. Obviously, the concussion stuff. I wouldn't want to have because if something did happen next year again, which hopefully nothing like that would ever happen. But I think that would have been brutal if he would have been on last year or whatever. That would have been tough.
And the pressure on Matthew Stafford, don't you think, though, Nathan? The pressure on Matthew Stafford.
I think he's retired too.
Yeah, he's about to retire. He's about done.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
When do they announce who the quarterbacks are going to be?
I don't know if they're going to announce. They didn't announce it last time. They just did it.
All right.
So I don't know.
I mean, they got all the cameras at their house. I mean, all that stuff. I mean, surely they know.
I mean, I think Joe Burrow and Josh Allen, one of those guys will be next. That's to me. One of those guys will be next. And then, like you said, Drew, I think we all have a consensus. We all like Dak as Kirk Cousins because he's Kirk Cousins. He's a better Kirk Cousins. He's a better Kirk Cousins.
Well, he's just in that same tier.
Yeah,
He's in
he
that
is.
same tier. At second tier, he's not a top tier quarterback. But he's not a Mariota. He's better than Mariota. I mean, better than Mayfield.
Yeah.
He's better than those clowns. But he's not a top 10 quarterback.
No,
He's
he's not.
right off the fringe. Right
Yeah,
on the fringe.
right on the fringe. But you know what? Another thing, guys, all these guys are single, except for
Yeah, that
Matthew
too.
Stafford. The other four are single.
Yeah, they do.
The other four
I've
are
noticed
single.
that they all have couples on all of them.
Yeah, they all were married. The other three were
So you get the
married.
family life.
So
Yeah, they like
it's-
the family life.
Yeah,
like
so this
aspect.
is maybe a whole nother. And Dak, that may be a reason why he doesn't do it either. And Baker. And Josh Allen, he dumped his longtime girlfriend. He's now with a supermodel. He's dating some sort of supermodel actress there or whatever now, famous person. I'm like, dang, man, you got famous, you just dumped your girl? That's kind of hard. But it is what it is. It's kind of, okay, guys, here's the question of the day. Do you think the Big 12 should add these possible additions? What do y'all think about them? Arizona, Colorado, Utah, Arizona State, and then Gonzaga for B-ball only. Drew?
Every one of them, if they could get every one of them. I mean, all
Yep.
of those are good additions for basketball, baseball, and football. I mean,
Yep.
Arizona State have fallen off over the last few years, but Colorado's a draw. You get the Denver market in TV. And Arizona State. I mean, you get a little West Coast feel. You get that West Coast time slot, and then of course Gonzaga. Hell, if you could get Gonzaga in basketball, jeez.
Yep. That'd be good. Those boys would get beat up. What do y'all think about Colorado leaving and then coming back?
Yeah, it could restore some of the Big 8, early Big 12 rivalries. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, we know Nebraska would never come back from this. Now that OU's gone, it doesn't make any sense to. Plus, how much money did they get, Drew, for being in the Big Ten? And something like $60 million or $70 million, something stupid.
Now they're full share. So now they're getting a full share that all the other Big Ten teams get. So they're never going to leave. And it's taken them forever to adjust to that. I still don't think that. I don't know. Hopefully that the new coach starts recruiting players that they're going to have to compete at that level. But I mean, that's a tough deal. I mean, you got the Ohio States and Michigans and of the world in there, and it's just doesn't weigh well for Nebraska.
Yep. Hey, did you and Ben talk about Harbaugh and his 4-game suspension? Did I talk about that with y'all yesterday?
I like it because he's not going to be on the sidelines against Nebraska September 29th, which is nice.
Well, no. He will be on there. He's only missing 4 games. And it's like, what was it?
That's their fourth game, right?
No, it was East Central, East Carolina. It was, I forget who it was. It was something, it was terrible, dude. It was like, who are y'all playing?
Let's see here.
So, but just to touch on that Big 12 deal. Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah. Are you talking about places I want to go see an away game? Hell, yes. Every single one of those are fantastic. Add all of them. That would be awesome. Yeah, just like, let's go. Yeah, like bring them all in.
Unbelievable. Of course you're going to throw that in there, Ben. Of course you're going to do that. I mean, are you serious right now?
That is awesome. Those
right.
are fantastic locations.
Actually, the Nebraska game is his first game back.
Yeah, that's game 5.
Yeah, it's on a Friday night too.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. You're not missing anybody. It's like Bowling Green. It's like nobody. It's like, come on, man.
Nope.
I mean, for lying about something in 2012. So it's like, I'm like, come on, dude. So
let's go to Tempe. Let's go to Phoenix.
Yep.
Let's go to Boulder. Let's go hang out.
So do you guys like the fact that you're adding those teams? Do you like this? What would that make the Big 12? 16?
We need them.
Would that be 16?
16 and 17 for basketball.
They need some star power too. They need some big name schools, and I mean,
because we know
Utah definitely helps. Arizona State will help.
Yeah.
Colorado, Colorado just with Dion there is going to help, and like Nathan said, it's bringing back some of the old rivalries.
Okay, but this is a question: what the hell? Then what does? We know USC and UCLA are going to the Big Ten. What does Oregon State, Washington State? What do they do? Join the what's the Big Sky or what's that? The conference out there?
I think Oregon and Washington will take a serious look at the Big Ten. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, do you think so though?
Yeah, with the USC and UCLA going, those are natural rivalries. And if they could keep those rivalries with Oregon and USC and UCLA and Washington, I think they would definitely look at it. And plus all the money.
Yeah. What do you think, Nathan?
I think he's exactly right. I mean,
I mean,
how could you turn even if you're going to suck in that league? How could you turn down $70 million?
Yeah. It's all about money.
No,
Yeah.
it really truly is. It really, really,
And
truly
if the
is.
Big 12 can snag some of these states over here, I really think it could join into us, getting up there in the south or the northwest up there.
Well,
getting
and
over
like I
there.
said, it's all about TV market and
Yep.
and timeshares and and just getting those markets in those time slots. If the Big 12 could own the West Coast, and be in that 8:30, 9:30 time slot on ESPN and Fox. I mean, that's huge.
Yep.
Yeah,
Plus
the only bad thing about that is who's excited to watch a 9 o'clock kickoff.
Well, it depends on who the game is. It depends on who the game is.
Oklahoma State's playing Arizona.
Yeah, but yeah, especially if
I'd be having a great time. If
yeah, I
it was
mean,
in
it'd be
Arizona.
fine. It'd be real nice too. Speaking of
Anybody
really,
working in the bar business is gonna be happy about it.
Yep.
hey,
All right.
hey, speaking of being happy, our boy Drew has been on fire. What is you 12-4 this week? Thus far, the last 3 weeks.
4-2 last night, 16-6 on the week. So it's been a nice little 4-day run. Baseball's getting tougher and tougher. Got lucky last night with the Dodgers scoring 4 runs in the 9th inning. So
Hey guys, did he just say my Dodgers beat his Braves? And did he just say that? He just said that, didn't he?
They did not beat the Braves. They beat the Blue Jays.
Whatever.
That they did cover. They did cover last night late in the 9th inning, which helped. It's been a nice little run. I'm actually looking forward to watching a little World Cup soccer tonight, along with a little baseball. So
yeah, we got the Braves.
Got a big fight this weekend coming up. So.
Yep. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. You got the Braves money line tonight, Drew, minus 156.
Yeah, Strider's on the mound tonight, and Boston's a free swinging team, and they beat the Braves last night pretty good. Old man Morton last night got off his routine with that rain delay. I should have canceled that bet, but I didn't do it. I rode him, and I look for Strider to be throwing gas tonight, and Braves will bounce back. They don't lose 2 in a row very often.
Yep, and then of course you've got the Rangers at the Stros over 8.5 there at Minute Maid.
Yeah, that's a barn box. There'll be a lot of runs scored in that game tonight. And the Rangers pitching's been a little suspect lately, so I like the Astros in that money line in that game too.
And then you're sticking with your Padres and the Pirates. The Pirates at the Padres under 8.5.
Yeah, went under last night, and I look forward to go under again.
Was it 8 last night? Wasn't it? Was it under 8 last night? Yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah, and of course, then those A's.
And that Vegas just wandering around that 8.5 number with the Padres, and that's not very many runs. So a lot of times when you look at that stuff, I mean, if you look at average runs at a game, I think Major League Baseball right now, I think it's about 9. So they're under the average. So, I mean, that just tells you Vegas is trying. They don't want to stick it too low at 7.5 and then have it go under, so have it go over.
Yep. Now,
like I said, the Padres have been consistently going under at home. That's a big ballpark, and the back end of the Pirates bullpen is tough. So if average pitchers right now are going about 5 innings, so then you get to that bullpen, you really got to watch. If you're betting unders, what's the back end of some of these teams' bullpen look like?
Now that reminds me, hey guys, are they still going to be the Las Vegas A's, or are they changing that?
Oh man,
they need to be the Aces.
Well, the Aces,
yeah.
Don't they already have the Aces? Isn't there already the Aces? Or that's the women's WNBA team.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So I don't think you can use that and base on they could be the Aces. I don't know if you can do that. But are they keeping the A's? Are they keeping that name?
The ACs?
I know, but are they keeping the name the A's? Do we know that? Whether they're doing it? Have they decided, Nathan?
Well, they're the Athletics. They're not the A's.
Well, I know that
they're
the Athletics. I understand they're the Athletics, but they're the A's.
Man, that's
just the A's, the Las Vegas Ace. And you said the A's, you just changed the logo a little bit,
Man.
I don't. We need to get further that.
Well, they're doing the black and gold or black and gold or black and silver, so they're probably going to change the color, I'd imagine, to
Well, I
black
hope
and
not, 'cause
something.
that's an iconic uniform. I
Yeah.
hope they stay with that.
They gotta stay with
I
that.
know,
Yeah, I
me
agree.
too. That's why I dislike it. That's the only reason why I dislike it, because I
Hey.
love the A's uniform. I
Hey,
love that.
isn't it funny how Oakland they lost the Raiders
Oh,
to
no,
Vegas.
I
Now
didn't
they're
even think
losing the
about that.
A's to Vegas.
Oh, no.
And
That's
then
so
all of their
bad.
teams are gone. The A's of Oakland has lost everything. They're done. I mean, they need a new mayor. But anyway, Drew, you got the A's and the Giants over 8.5.
Yeah. Did I go over that game or
Yeah.
did I go under?
Well, hold on. Let me look.
I thought I went under that
You
game.
may, well, you
I
sent
thought I
that.
went under.
You sent that to me while I was on air. So
I think I went under in that game because the A's aren't scoring very many runs on the road.
A's. It
If you're
says
ever going to
A's.
bet the A's, you need to take them at home.
It says A's,
but
Athletics, and Giants over 8.5 minus 110.
Mm-hmm.
that might be a misprint. I might need to go back and look at that. I like.
Oh,
the-
no.
I like
Is that what he
that
Ben?
game.
Is that what he sent us? Ben, is that what he sent us
Oh,
on the
no,
chain?
yeah, I just saw it go, oh, no.
And then of course,
But you know what? You got to go with the old adage: if you make a mistake, bet don't change it. Don't change it because you just ride it out.
So,
Just ride it out.
Go back and change it. It's a guaranteed loser.
oh my God, USA women minus 0.5. Drew, a half point, huh?
Yeah, minus a half point. I like them to win in regulation, and I don't see it going to OT. So I'll take the women in regulation to beat them.
Yep. What about you, Nathan? How's your feelings on it?
I'll be honest with you, man. I don't keep up with it too much, but I hope they win.
Well, I'm gonna say this. That's how Drew and Ben were kind of. Well, Drew was like that about soccer, and then we all watched the World Cup last year, and it was crazy. Was it not, Ben and Drew? We watched the World Cup last year. It was insane. It was insane.
I will tell you one thing. I'm more likely to watch the women's World.
What?
Yeah, I'm more likely to watch the women's World Cup than I am the men's. I promise you that.
Well, now we're all going. We're in 2026. We're all going to watch. What did we decide, Drew? Kansas City? Is that what we decided to go watch it?
For sure, Kansas City, for sure.
Because remember, the World Cup's going to be in Kansas City, Dallas, and Houston in this area. So we got to figure out where we're going to go to watch it.
Well, no,
I think the atmosphere is going to be great at either place, but I think Kansas City would be more fun.
Well, Dallas.
The bars stay open later in Kansas City. The bars do stay open later in Kansas City. 1 more hour.
Well,
So
there you go. There you go, Ben. Why don't you add that little thing in there?
I just letting you boys know.
There you go. Add some alcohol in there. Thanks, Ben.
We will.
Oh, well. See, I don't drink that much. I'm not like y'all, man. I tend to try to not drink that much.
Sure.
I tend
No comment.
Thank you. What you
I
say
just
that?
about ran up on the curb right there.
I'm pretty sure Randy just passed out in his office.
Oh my God!
He
he did not text me, so he's good. He's probably not listening. He's probably getting some work done. Okay, then of course our basketball camp is a week from today, August 2nd through 3rd. We now have 6 spots left. We added a couple of young kids that wouldn't necessarily get a chance to go, so we got them sponsorship. So if your kids, if y'all can't afford to go, hey, hit me up, DM me, and we'll get your
Jerry
sponsor.
Jones take care of that for us?
Yes, he did. Jones Automotive is going to take care of a kid, and I think McBride's going to take care of the other one. McBride Law. So they're both good.
We'll have to give them a little love on the next show.
Yeah,
I'll get them to send me over their JPEGs, and we can put them up on the show.
Yeah, give them a little love for that. And then, of course, we have the 2 T-shirt designs. Can y'all see these T-shirt designs up there, Nate, Ben?
Yes, sir.
The problem is...
I'm just on the phone. I can't see the pictures.
But so, Nate, it's one of those things where I'm sitting there looking and I'm going, man, I can't... The one on the left is purple, but you can't really see it. You know what I mean? It's purple with the orange on the outside of it.
Okay.
What do you think, Drew?
Does it have gold anywhere on it?
Well, Drew and I saw it. Huh?
Does it have gold anywhere on it?
Gold.
Sneaky on the arm, probably.
Gold? Why is there gold on there?
Well, purple and gold. I wouldn't want any of that.
No, it's orange and purple, bro.
Orange.
I'm just ignoring him. Orange and purple, bro. This is Phoenix Suns colors. Jeez. Just because the Lakers.
Look like odd tech to me, but I like it.
Well, the one on the right, the green one is. I think didn't we just do those, Ben? Do you have one of those T-shirts right there around you, Ben?
Yeah, you just did that B1 just recently.
Isn't it close? Well, it's a different color, but it's close.
Yeah, it's very close.
It's
The
very
one on
close.
the left there, it's kind of like
I don't own it. I don't
it's like
own
a
a green shirt.
magenta with an orange.
It's not green, Drew. I don't have green either. This is
I
not
don't own
green.
a green shirt.
Oh my God.
Matt has been caught busted red-handed because he always says he doesn't own a green shirt, and I've seen him at least in 2 or 3.
Okay, I do not have Boston green, Kelly green, or whatever the hell that color is. I don't have that color. So stop it. I don't have that color. But anyway, I'm trying to switch the shirts over to orange with purple on the outside and orange with the green on the lime green on the outside. So that's what we're trying to do. And then we're going to have buttons.
That's pretty slick, Matt. I like those.
Yeah, hey Drew,
I like those.
Hey Drew, you forgot to tell me to give so I could give Amelia her button.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to get it on camp.
She'll get it at camp day. So by the way, guys, we're giving away buttons to the kids.
That's forgot. Are we going to Ned's? Are we going to Ned's tomorrow for fried chicken?
Tomorrow, yes, we can do fried chicken Thursday. Oh no! We're going to the bank
Hold on
tomorrow.
a second.
We're going to the bank
Oh yeah,
tomorrow.
we gotta go to the bank, don't we?
Tomorrow's bank day.
Yeah, and I had some barbecue promised. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, the coleslaw is not bad. The coleslaw is not bad. It's pretty good.
I'm glad that you'd like that.
I end up doing it, but it's not bad. But anyway, Drew, yeah, did we figure out are we going back upstairs, Nate, or they're putting us downstairs tomorrow at the bank?
No, we'll be downstairs tomorrow.
Okay, so we're gonna be down at the regular. Are you coming, Drew?
Yeah, we'll be down.
Yeah, I think I'd probably make it in there tomorrow. I'll be out in Yukon anyway, so.
Okay. Well, then all three of us will be on. So I got the 2 extra microphones, so we'll be fine. Well, actually, y'all can share.
So who gets the center seat? Who gets the center seat, Drew?
Well, we know who's sitting. Hey, Drew, we know who's sitting B, don't we? And it ain't you, and it ain't me. We know who's sitting in the B seat, so I can't say that word here on air. Am I wrong? Hey, Ben, he's a rookie, right, Ben?
I mean,
don't you still? Why are you always this dude? You're always so on everybody's side. What's the deal, man?
I mean,
he's being nice. Man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, we can do some kangaroo court later. Figure it out.
Oh well, later on I'll say what I really want to say to you because I can't say it on air. What I really want to say.
No, yeah.
But tonight,
I'm agreed with you though.
Yeah, tonight at 8:00, guys. The ladies will be on. I'm gonna probably be at Cats. I think I'm gonna bring Fat Boy Ben by Cats so he can run around in the field. The grass is not too high, is it?
No, it's not gonna be too high. It depends what time you come. Around like
no, it's not gonna be too high.
Like, I'm
talking about the grass. The grass. I'm talking about being too high. The grass being high.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be. I haven't been there this whole week. So.
Oh okay. Today is Wednesday. This first day, isn't it? But anyway, I'm thinking about doing that.
I'll text you. I'll tell you if it's high.
Yeah, because 8:00, I'm thinking about bringing Fat Boy by there so I can sit on the patio. He can enjoy himself and do what he does, getting love from a lot of people. That's my boy. You know that. Hopefully that little. Hey Drew. Hopefully he won't have that little small pocket pit bull, whatever, that wants to growl at him, and Ace is looking at him like, "Do you want me to step on you? What the hell? Why are you barking at me, bro?"
Dude? Yeah, flexing the shoulders. Doing like the. The guys can do the pec bounce. Yeah, he's doing that.
Yeah,
he's like, "What's up?"
Yeah, Cat and I are laughing because he's whining like, "Why don't you want to go play? Let's run. Out in the field. We can be out there." Yeah, dumbass. But the whole thing is this: why would you bring your dog if your dog is not dog friendly? Why would you bring your dog to a deal that's not dog friendly? Why would you do that? I don't get that, but
Poor decision, my friend.
Yeah, poor decision. All right, guys, anything y'all want to talk about? Drew?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but KU and Carolina agreed to a home and home, so we're going to
did they really?
A little revenge on those clowns next year. That'd be nice.
I saw that.
Well, thanks for sending it to us so we can put that up there.
Yeah, I may have to partake there in Lawrence for that game. That should be a good one. 2024 in Lawrence and 2025 in Chapel Hill.
Well, Ben, you and I might be able to go to that game. I can't take Ben. I can't take Drew. I can't. Or Nathan, I can take you. I can't take Drew. You know why, Drew? You know why I can't take you, Drew?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be in a baby blue shirt.
That's correct. Sitting behind over there, but in the basketball section, that we ain't doing that. Bill Self would kill me. He would kill me. He going, "Oh, you gonna come to a game? And you gonna bring this dude with North Carolina?" Yeah, no, we ain't doing that.
I'm just gonna wear a shirt that says "Call the foul."
Oh man, You just not. You don't let stuff go, do you, bro? You don't let stuff go.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
late foul.
Ben, you got anything you want to talk about?
Nah, boys, I had a good time today. Cheers.
Good
Hope
time.
everything's going
What
good
about
for all
you?
you fellas.
Yeah. What
I'll
about
talk
you,
to you guys
Nathan?
soon.
I'll see you later, Ben. What you do? What about you, Nate? You got anything to say?
No, I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna work up some stats tonight
Oh,
for
God.
tomorrow on
Oh, God.
Cam Johnson and J Dub.
I like it. Make sure you include national champ.
Oh, why did?
Yeah, that don't count. That don't count in the NBA, man.
Oh my God! Hey, you're the one
That
who's
winning
bringing
pedigree. Winning pedigree.
Yeah, winning pedigree.
Oh,
Yeah. That's why so many. That's why so many Heisman Trophy winners do well in the NFL, right?
ouch. That's bad, Nate. That's bad. That's bad. Well, you
Yeah,
know what
don't
we?
ask Baker.
You know what? You know what we? Well, hey, what we'll do? You know what we can do?
Yeah.
Or hey, you
Or
look at
Kyler.
look at OU. You can look at their
Or
hey,
Bradford.
go look.
Jason
Yeah,
Knight.
I mean you can go look OU's. Look at their running backs who won the Heisman, and who's I mean period Heisman Trophy winners. You've only had 3 that have done anything.
Thank God
I guess you could say.
Thank God for AD.
AD
I was gonna
should
say.
have
I
won
guess
it.
you could say Alabama running backs would be the exception to that, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been
Oh,
pretty
you.
good. Oh well, OU's running backs. Adrian Peters should have won it. He should have won it.
Yeah. Let's go back to the wishbone.
Agreed.
Billy Sims is pretty good. Joe Washington should have won it. And let me see who else. Steve Owens with his trash talking ass. Anyway, I'm gonna let that go. Anyway, hey guys, thanks for being on. It's my guy Drew Henthorn, HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go ahead, Drew.
Hey, Big Red.
I should have cut his ass off again today, like I did yesterday. And then my guy Ben Dillman, High Stick Harry. Appreciate you, bro. See you later at
Hey,
Cats.
cheers, boys. Have a good one.
And Nathan, we gotta come up with a name for you, man. Oh,
I'm gonna try my byline. I just came up with it right here. Since he's got Go Big Red, Thunder Up.
Thunder Up. Thunder Up. Unbelievable.
I don't know.
You guys are wearing me out. Hey, people, I apologize for these guys. You know, in the future, I'm going to start apologizing when the show comes on. I'm going to start apologizing for these guys in advance, okay? I'm going to start doing that in advance. That being said, hey, everybody stay cool, stay dry, and tomorrow we'll be at YNB. They're at 401 Elm there in Yukon. So if you guys want to come swing by and come do it, come on.